Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-January 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Capricorns. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for the Cappies in their birthday season? What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the Cappies in mid-January. And while we get this first card out, I just want to wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you. Whether it's already passed, whether it's still coming up, I hope you had a fantastic one, my friends. It's a beautiful time. Let's see, what do we have here for my Capricorn friends? Get this energy out nice and quick, because the energy is being very specific. For those of you that are new here, I only read jumpers. And we have this little magician energy. Now, this card is different than the one in the tarot deck. It does have some similarities. It's a beautiful card of like manifesting, creating, attracting things to you. But the fact that this is an oracle deck, it does have some other meanings as well that we'll definitely go through. Now, before we fully get into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this card. So we see this individual pictured here, and it looks like he's doing a whole bunch of magic tricks. So as I already mentioned, huge card of manifesting, creating, attracting things towards you. So for a lot of Capricorns, you might have a certain magnetism about you, whether it's pulling situations in or people or things that you want. Could have a nice lengthy list of goals when this card is here, and it's like, all right, I'm marking them off the list. That could be really good. Now, if you don't know much about manifesting, you might want to get to it when this card leads off a reading. However, the little difference to the magician that's in the tarot deck is this guy, there's some illusion, right? He's like, all right, watch this hand while the other hand is doing something else. So there might be certain situations where it's a little confusing, a little muddled. There might be certain things you're not quite sure of or don't know when this card is here. I'm not going to say it's anything nefarious, but it's just an interesting aspect that this card shows. So we're just going to put him over there. He could keep doing his magic show. Let's get into tarot now. And yeah, I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up here one time for the Cappies in their birthday season. What is going on? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. Intriguing type of energy last week. The reading was titled The Big Return. And it's always important to remember that the energies could bleed over for a couple of weeks. So for a lot of Capricorns, I saw things being revisited, things circling back around. So whether it was situations or people or things that you're very familiar with, to me it was like, all right, here we go again, like something circling back. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take what fits for you, right? Because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Let's get you going, though. 3 cards here for the Cappies in mid-January. What's going on for my friends? Thank you. All right, 3 of Pentacles. Nice. That's a really good energy for a Capricorn reading. I like the 3 of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this could be big career, business type of energy showing up, which I do not dislike. In position number 1. It could also represent support systems. Let's get a couple more. Okay. So we do have the 9 of Wands in position number 2. This is peculiar, right? I mean, there could be something you're very skeptical about or keeping an eye on. Let's get one more. What do we have here? Thank you. All right, yeah, here's that little mysterious type of energy right here on the back end with the 2 of Swords. So we have an intriguing mixture of elements and cards and themes that we definitely want to look at this week. And I feel like it could turn out good. It could turn out right. It just really depends on how something goes. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first glance, you know, I always look at the elements first. I will say, yeah, I mean, it's mixed. We have earth, we have fire, we have air back here on the end. It's a little combustible, but I do like the 3 of Pentacles specifically for a Capricorn reading, because it's like, okay, whatever it is that's going on back here, this 3 of Pentacles, it's like, all right, I'm held down. I'll be okay. Everything's solid. this energy in the center, whether it is a situation or something that pops up, we really want to take a look at it, because the wounded warrior could be a lot of different things. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build it out. Position number one, the Three of Pentacles. Let's talk about it a little deeper. Now we see these individuals, they're gathered together. This is a huge card of teamwork. This is a huge card of career and business. So for a lot of you, you might be in Pentacles mode, right? There could be a lot of things going on in your career life, work life. Now, if that's not the case, all threes do represent our circle of acquaintances, or the people we know, or our family, like the people that we see on a regular basis. So the Three of Pentacles could just be showing us someone else's energy that you're close to. So we'll really want to clarify this. But aside from the teamwork and career connotations, this is a card of help. It's a card of assistance. So whether you're giving it, whether you need it or receiving it, it could go all sorts of different ways. But it's a card of assistance and a support system. So I generally like this. Now, it can take a left-hand turn. I always say all cards have positives and challenges. If you're having issues with a particular individual where it's like, oh, I kind of have to deal with them now. It's like, I don't really have a choice. Like, I have to deal with this individual. That's a big thing when the Three of Pentacles is here. But we're not going to really focus on that too much until we see the clarifier. Now, moving to the center, the energy that I'm definitely finding the most peculiar so far is this Nine of Wands right here, the Wounded Warrior. Now, I always say this is a card of someone that's been through a lot of things. They don't really want to go through it again. You see this person, it looks like they've been through a tussle or two, and it's very territorial. That's one of the good things about it, though. If I were to give you the positives of the Nine of Wands, it's somebody that has their eyes on something. It's like, all right, you're not getting one past me. I see what's going on here. There's a lot of watching with this card. So there could be a situation where either you might need to keep an eye on it, or you are keeping an eye on it. It's like, all right, even if you're not very active, it's something that just should be in your awareness. So there could be something you just need to really keep watch over. Now, when it comes to the challenges of the Nine of Wands, it could be a lot of different things. Of course, it could represent problems, delays, blockages, people not seeing eye to eye. It could be issues with communication. It could even be rejections sometimes, because this is someone building up a wall. So it's interesting, like with the career and the people, and now we have this wall being built. Either that, or there could be someone or something you were very skeptical about, right? That this big card of skepticism, where it's like, I'm watching you, I'm keeping an eye on you. So it doesn't necessarily feel bad to me. It's just keeping an eye out. Now, moving to the back end, I really feel like this energy could be warranted, because we have the Two of Swords. Now, again, not a terrible energy. In its classical form, yes, it could represent confusion. Yes, it could represent indecision. Someone who's like thinking of something, and they're like, oh, well, how do I handle this? Or what do I do? The Two of Swords is that type of vibe. But to me, in its general energy, it's a card of mystery. We see this person, they're hoodwinked, it's nighttime, there's the moon showing up in this card. So it's like either unexpected or surprising energy, which shows up for you often. So we really want to see what shows up as the clarifier. Now, all twos are great. They can represent partnerships. Notice the theme we're getting here, people around us, decisions, choices, being at a crossroads in life. But the Two of Swords, it's like, all right, we don't have a set decision, or we don't have a set course just yet in regards to something. So we'll definitely want to take a look at this further. But again, how the energy plays, it's like we have this very sturdy, earthy energy right in the front with the Three of Pentacles. And it gets a little combustible back here when you mix fire and air. I always say it's a little explosive. So we'll want to see what happens with the clarifiers. I want to dive deeper on all of it, though, Cappy. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. See what's happening for the Capricorns. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Three of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Cappy, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Three of Pentacles. What's this about? Why is it here for my good friends? What's going on? Thank you. Yeah, and just like the energy we saw last week, the Six of Cups in reverse, either this is someone that has a bad taste in their mouth about something, or it's something returning. I feel like those are the main initial two messages I'm picking up here. Because the Six of Cups, very similar. It does talk about people that we are connected to or have been connected to. But on an intuitive sense, it's like, all right, either there is a situation that's looping back around, just like last week's reading, or it's just very bizarre how the energy shows itself, right? Because the Six of Cups is a card of history, it's a card of past, it's a card of soul ties, soul bonds, soul connections, all that good stuff. So when we show it in reverse, it's like, all right, there's something that's happened that I'm not too happy about. Watch out for individuals that might be a little bit grudgy, that might be holding some sort of vendetta. And I don't want to like go full extreme here, but when I see the Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups in reverse, it's like, there's someone and there's something that's not sitting right with them. So of course this could be someone that's a little disgruntled, angry, or mad when I see this in the front. So I feel like that's where the energy splits. It could be either or it could even be both. So again, I feel just like last week, there could be a lot of situations, lots of people cropping back up. If you're familiar with it, you're just going to have to, deal with it how you know, right? Especially if it's something you're familiar with. But if it is this person, I always say we can't really control how other people feel. We can only control our reactions. So if someone's in their feelings, if someone's feeling a little grudgy or they're angry about something, I mean, what can we really do except do our best in every situation? But we're just going to leave it at that. It is definitely someone that's a little salty. Let's keep moving. We're going to keep moving over to the Nine of Wands and see what's up with that. I will also say, if you do see a certain behavior in someone coming back around, or just it's something where it's like, all right, oh, here we go again. It's just giving me that energy. So let's see what the Nine of Wands has. Let's see what the Nine of Wands has to say. Please. And I really want to get over to that Two of Swords as well. So why is the 9 here? Okay. Moon in reverse. Yeah, you're not going to get one by me. I'm too much on my toes. Like I'm seeing 2 steps ahead. It's like I'm playing chess here. Such a peculiar type of energy. Okay. For a lot of you, and I know a lot of Capricorns in my personal life, very intelligent people. And they're very good at seeing what's coming down the line, right? A lot of times Capricorns have their stuff together. They're good at reading people and reading situations. So when I see this Nine of Wands with the Moon in reverse, another card of mystery, it's like, listen, you're not going to catch me off guard here. Like I'm watching something. So again, for some of you, yeah, maybe it's someone that's keeping an eye on you. Maybe it's something you really need to keep an eye on. So again, there could be a serious situation where it's like, just pay attention to it, which I don't think I even have to tell you that, because if it's something that is serious enough to you, I think it's going to catch your attention anyway. But I like this. I like it for the most part. Now with the Moon in reverse, that's Pisces energy. That's usually a beneficial energy that works well with Capricorn. It's like the water, earth mixed together well. But yeah, with the Nine of Wands, that wounded warrior, either it is a serious situation that you need to really keep an eye on, or it could be someone watching something, which there's been a lot of watching going on for a lot of other signs this week and last week as well. So we're not going to spend too much time here. I want to go to the Two of Swords because, yes, the 2 biggest cards of mystery are very close to each other. So we're going to see what shows up with the Two of Swords. Maybe it'll give us a little more information about what can pop up. Because there's this energy here in the center where it's like, I'm kind of expecting it, kind of waiting on it. You're not going to catch me off guard. Like I'm waiting, biding my time. So let's see what that Two of Swords has. I mean, that could be a good thing. So why is that Two of Swords here? Copy. Yep. Okay. I mean, we do have the Fool in reverse. This could be putting something to a halt really, really quickly. The Fool is Aries energy, so watch out for issues with Aries people. When I see the Fool, I think of an initiator, I think of something fresh, I think of something new, and we're taking action, very spontaneous. So when it shows up in reverse, again, this could be a stoppage or an ending where it's like, no, this is going to stop before it even starts. So again, if there is a situation or a problem, there is a potential for you to like nip it in the bud. It's that type of vibe where it's like, okay, well, I have my eye on it, I'm watching it, and before it even like gains legs or gains traction, I'm going to stop this quickly. So again, it's either stopping or ending something really, really quick, like just when it starts to go off the rails, where that might be something you need to do. Like if there's any situation, whether it's career or personal life, if you start seeing signs that something's about to get funky and you're keeping an eye on it, it's like, all right, you can nip this quickly. Like this could be something where you don't have to drag it out. If you pay close attention to it, if you attack it quickly, you'll handle it quick. So again, unexpected or surprising stoppage or ending showing up here on the back. So I think it's a good thing for the most part. And it's an interesting fact that all of the clarifiers did show up in reverse for you though, which is very intriguing to me. That doesn't happen often. So we have a lot of different little details here. Do I feel like anything here is like super treacherous? I'm not going to say we need to raise the alarm in that regard, but I feel like you'd have everything under control anyway, like regardless of what's going on here. Like there is an energy that is like on the lookout though. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we started off with the 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. Now, 2 things to me. Either one, that returning energy is still showing up like we saw last week, or this could be someone that something's not quite sitting well with them, or something's happened, a situation popped up and it does feel a little bit angry, mad, grudgy. So it's like, I'm not really over that just yet. There's someone who still has feelings. There's a little bit of saltiness here. Moving to the center, we have the 9 of Wands with the Moon in reverse. It's like, you're not going to get one by me. I got my eyes on this. I'm locked in. So for some of you, yeah, it could be a serious situation that you just need to keep your eyes on. You probably know what I'm already talking about if this reading is resonating for you. So it's like, all right, don't ignore this. Keep your eye on this. And if something does pop up, there's supportive energy to like nip it quickly. Because moving to the back end, we have the 2 of Swords with the Fool in reverse. Now, of course, this could be something popping up out of nowhere with all the mystery energy. But again, like I said, if you see the telltale signs of something, or if you see like something's about to go off the rails, I feel like for a lot of you, it's like, I'm going to stop this before it even fully gets off the ground, or I'm going to stop this or end it before it even gets too complicated. So I feel like that would be a good thing instead of a long drawn out thing. It's like, all right, well, let's just end this quick. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. I mean, this is someone who's definitely about their business, that's for sure. But let's see what's in the shadows for you. So let's get a good shuffle here for the Cappies. What is in the shadows for my good friends? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end, just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. And if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. What is in the shadows? Thank you. Page of Wands, fire sign energy. Could also represent younger individuals as well, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, usually I like the Page of Wands. It's a big card of communication and putting your energy into new things. It's not really gunked up. But I will say the shadow side of this Page of Wands is, I mean, twofold. One, this could represent someone that might be putting their energy in the wrong place. So in this time, make sure you're not either one, overdoing it with anything, because the Page of Wands could really tire itself out. So watch out for energy fluctuations. Make sure you're not putting too much emotional or even mental investment into something that's not worth your time. Okay, I don't mean to sound harsh, but that's a shadow side of this card. Or there's a certain bashfulness too. So if you've been having issues with someone and the Page of Wands is a shadow card, it's like, yeah, I mean, there could be a conversation that's needed or necessary here, but someone might be a little shy to bring it up for whatever reason. So yeah, Capricorn, interesting reading for you this week, my friends. That's what I have for you. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the January subscriber surprise. If you would like to get a personal reading from me and get a little forecast for what 2025 has in store for you, you can check out my website and digital calendar at mastermetaphysics.com to look for availability. But for the January subscriber surprise, we are once again giving away 3 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. And if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what is your main goal for the 2025 calendar year? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab as usual, my friends. Much love, and I'll see you soon.